I was the most annoying person at my high school. Not a bully, just impossible. If someone said it was hot outside, I'd say it was warm. If my mom called me smart, I'd say I was above average. I couldn't help it. My brain was just wired to find the flaw in every single statement. My therapist called it oppositional defiant tendencies, but it wasn't on purpose. A contradiction would just crawl up my throat and I'd have to spit it out. I spent 3 years barely talking to anyone until the day I accidentally destroyed the debate team captain Marcus in AP history. Marcus was lecturing the class about how our upcoming test determined our future. I couldn't stop myself. I spoke up and said, it literally doesn't though. Correlation isn't causation. He tried to argue that colleges look at grades, and I just pointed out that if grades determined futures, every 4.0 student would be a billionaire. He had nothing. He just packed his bags and walked out. After class, a girl named Sophie invited me to join the debate team. I didn't even prepare for my first match against a top-tier junior. I just sat there and poked holes in his logic until his face turned red. That's when I realized the secret. Debate isn't about being right. It's about finding exactly what's wrong. I went 8-0 over the next 2 months. Then Sophie told me about a full-ride scholarship competition. Marcus was entering, and he'd been training with a college coach all year. He showed up in a suit, looking at me like I was a child. He asked if I really thought I could beat him. I just smiled and said, define beat. The topic was, participation trophies are ruining this generation. Marcus gave a polished speech about resilience and failure. When it was my turn, I didn't address a single point he made. I just asked him to define a participation trophy. He said, a reward for just showing up. I stepped closer and said, so like your high school diploma, you get that for the bare minimum of showing up for 4 years? Or your GPA? That's credit for turning in work, not being perfect. I looked him dead in the eyes and said, your entire life is built on participation trophies. So either admit they work or give back your diploma and your spot on this team. The room exploded. Marcus was shaking. His voice cracked twice during his closing. The judges didn't even leave the room before announcing me as the winner. Marcus's parents tried to get me disqualified for being hostile, but the win was fair and square. Turns out being impossible was exactly what I needed to build my future.